Tracking all communication with project contacts is important for many reasons. While ProjectSight automatically makes a record of all communication involving project items, such as RFIs, submittals, and change orders, other types of communication between project stakeholders is important to track as well. With the ProjectSight Transmittals and Correspondence module, you can create a record of written correspondence or delivery of physical items between two parties as it is sent and received. If needed, you can also create a transmittal cover sheet to send with your items. To access transmittals and correspondence from your project dashboard, click on the Document Control tab in the left column and select Transmittals and Correspondence from the Document Control options. The Transmittals and Correspondence main page will open, displaying all of the transmittals and correspondence records on your project. You may need to scroll down to see them all. You can sort and group the records as you wish. If you prefer this organization, you can save it as the default view. You can use the Search and Filter panel to show only the transmittals and correspondence that you want to see. To open a transmittals and correspondence record, simply click on its tile or line. Opening the record will display its details. General information is in the right panel, including its status, in this case sent, which will lock some of the information fields. There you'll also see the date and type of communication. Click on the expansion arrow to view the contact details, including the delivery method and tracking number, if applicable. In the grid below, you will see the detailed items included in the transmittal. You can click the Acknowledgement tab to view any acknowledgements of the transmittal. If you have updated the record in any way, be sure to click the Save icon before returning to the Transmittals and Correspondence main page. To create a new transmittal and correspondence from your Transmittals and Correspondence main page, click on the plus button in the upper right of your screen. The Create Transmittal and Correspondence window will open, with multiple fields to fill in. The number will auto-generate, and the date will default to today, but you can modify this. Select a type and a reason for the transmittal and correspondence. The From company will default to the author's company, and you can select the To company. After reviewing your entries and selections, click Create. The Transmittal and Correspondence Details page will open, with some of the basic information you've already entered in the right panel. The status will default to Sent. You can see that there are only two other options. Expand the contact details and add important delivery and tracking information. In the lower panel, click Add to add detailed items to the record. For each item, you can select an item type and add a description. You can select a status for each item if appropriate. When you have reviewed your entries and detailed items, click Save to preserve the record. You may ask, why didn't you need to click Send Transmittal? Because this is simply a record of the physical delivery of the items listed in the transmittal and correspondence record. If you want the recipient to be notified of the record, clicking Send Transmittal will open another window where you can create a document and cover sheet to send as a separate item. You can link project items to your transmittal and correspondence, in this case a specification dealing with the transmittal and correspondence items. Click on the link icon in the upper banner, then click the plus icon. The Add Link window will open, where you can select the type of item that you want to link, in this case a specification. Scroll and select the item, then click Apply. The item will now be linked to the Transmittal and Correspondence record and appear in the Links panel. It is often important to receive acknowledgement of the transmittal and correspondence from the recipient. After creating or opening the transmittal and correspondence, click on the Acknowledgement tab in the upper banner. Click the Acknowledgement Required switch and include a brief note or explanation if necessary. When the recipient has responded with their acknowledgement, you can throw the Acknowledged switch, which will load the default date and contact information, which can be edited if necessary. At this point, you may want to change the status to Received. When you save the record, it will lock the information and prevent further editing. To create a transmittal cover sheet, click on the Send Transmission button from the Transmittals Details page. The Send Transmittal window will open, where the file name and subject will autofill based on the details that you've entered. The format will default to PDF, but you can select a different format. Select a project contact and enter a message in the body field of the transmittal. Select and/or add any linked files if appropriate, and after reviewing your entries and selections, click Send, and the cover sheet will be created and attached to the transmittal. Here is the transmittal cover sheet that the project contacts will receive, presenting the key information involved in the transmittal and correspondence. The recipient can click on the link in the cover sheet to go directly to the project item.